Neewer is a very well-known company among beginning filmmakers and photographers for producing really high-quality products, but they're also really affordable. I'll link their Amazon homepage down below if you want to check out any other equipment they make, but today we're focusing on Neewer's 40cm carbon fiber slider. With the slider you get a really nice carrying case, a hex key, and a 1/4 to 3/8 adapter. So if you wanted to, you could mount a microphone or even a small light on this. The build quality of this slider immediately stood out to me. With the carbon fiber and metal mixing together, it gives you a really nice premium feel while also keeping the slider relatively light. For me, I needed a slider that was a decent length and wouldn't weigh down my camera bag too much, and this slider was perfect for that because it's a really premium slider, but it also isn't very heavy. You get a variety of mounting points on the bottom and sides of the slider, allowing you to mount this horizontally or even vertically. If you really wanted to, you could mount this onto a light stand if you were shooting with a cell phone, but if you're shooting with a bigger DSLR or mirrorless camera, I recommend to use a sturdy tripod so it doesn't tip over and destroy your equipment. The slider also has adjustable feet, so if you're using this on uneven ground, you get really nice even shots. This also allows for you to use it without having a tripod, so you can get really low angle shots. On the mounting plate, you get a nice handy little bubble level so you can make sure that your shots aren't crooked or anything like that. You also get a thumb screw, however I recommend to have this all the way screwed out whenever you're doing sliding shots so you can get a nice fluid movement without it stopping in the middle of the track or rail. The max load capacity of the slider is 12 pounds or about 5.5 kilos if you don't live in the United States. So this means that this can basically support any phone, DSLR, or mirrorless camera. Now let's get on to why you came to this video so you can figure out if this is a good slider. The slider has 6 ball bearings which allow it to stay on the track and keep the camera from wobbling, and it also allows for the slider shots to be as smooth and quiet as possible. The slider produces really smooth footage even without stabilization, so if you slow it down or use stabilization in post, this produces amazing footage that you'll be able to use in any video or short film or project you filming for a client or putting it on YouTube. The only downside with the slider is that it doesn't have any resisting forces, so if your hands are shaky, it's going to be a little harder to get stabilized shots and that aren't shaky and stuff. But if you crop that video in or use stabilization with your lens or in post or slow it down, you shouldn't be able to notice it. And at 40 centimeters, you really aren't getting too long of rails, but that's okay because usually with slider shots, you're only using about 1 to 2 or even 3 seconds of the shot, so you're not even using the full rail shot, so it should be perfectly fine. However, if you are shooting a car commercial or something with a bigger object that you want to get a slider shot for, you're going to want to go with one of Neewer's other sliders at 130 centimeters. So overall, this is a great slider for only $50 when I'm recording this. It has many mounting points on tripods and light stands, and if you're still using this, if you're getting farther into your filmmaking career, then there's a lot, you can mount even more complicated rigs. I'm guessing as cages and stuff. I don't understand any options, so if you filmmakers understand, tell me in the comments. So if you're only a beginning filmmaker and don't want to spend $500 on a motorized slider and only have $50 to spend, this is a perfect slider for any filmmaker on a budget or just someone who doesn't want to spend half a grand on a slider. That concludes this review, and if you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe down below for more photography and filmmaking gear reviews. I'll see all you in the next video. Also, my my streaming YouTube channel is down below, so if you want to go check that out, I'll be streaming every Saturday because that's the only real time I can stream. See you all in the next video. Peace.